What's up, Virgo? Welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is another Virgo channel, and this is another Virgo reading. Let's get started with a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Thank you. This is going to be for all Virgo placements for the month of July. Keep in mind that it may not resonate with you. Take only what feels right and leave the rest for someone else. I wrote down a bunch of channel messages for you and just little signs and synchronicities that I've been picking up. So we're going to start with that, and then I will pull cards after. The title of your reading is The Pursuit of Happiness, Crisis Averted, Tower Avoided, Unwritten. So I keep pulling the Eight of Cups for you guys when I'm pre-shuffling and when I'm trying to film this reading, because I've tried to film this reading multiple times, which seems to be a theme that I have when it comes to Virgo readings. It takes me a while to finally get the reading out there because I'm such a perfectionist, and just because something always comes up whenever I'm trying to record for you, and then posting becomes an issue. Anyway, we're not going to worry about it too much. I'm getting the reading out today. The message Pursuit of Happiness keeps coming up, and that is the Eight of Cups to me for you this month. So what makes Virgo happy? What's going to make Virgo happy? That is your main focus, and that is your main theme for July. The pursuit of Virgo's happiness. And I see a lot of you like checking in with yourself throughout the day, every day throughout July. I see you checking in with yourself and just being like, am I doing what makes me happy? If I make this choice, will it make me happy? Am I happy? What makes me happy? Just like all of these things regarding your happiness, you're checking in with yourself in the month of July, and I feel like that is what you're supposed to be doing so that you can pursue your happiness. The movie The Pursuit of Happiness could be significant, Will Smith as well. And then Crisis Averted, Tower Avoided. And I got this message from your spirit guides that said, you don't go down with a sinking ship. So some of you could have sensed that there was some sort of like tower coming or some sort of crisis coming, but you're getting out of it or you're moving away from it in the nick of time because you don't go down with a sinking ship. You are just made aware of the sinking ship, but you don't go down with it, is what your spirit guide said. So crisis averted, tower avoided in the month of July for Virgo. This doesn't mean that you won't see it or possibly feel it, but it does mean that you are going to avoid it and you are going to be okay when this tower or crisis comes up. It could be happening in someone else's life that you're just like seeing and observing, or it could be happening around you, but it's not affecting you directly, if that makes sense. You don't go down with the sinking ship. So let's get into the signs that I tapped into, just like some of the things that could help you connect to this reading a little bit more. The first one being Will Smith. The second one, I got the name Amelia. The Diary of Anne Frank. Adoption. Some of you could be adopting or you have been adopted. I was getting something about July is the month where you allow God to be your parent, or you allow the universe to be your parent. Some of you have had to take on the role of being your own parent and being the parent of others, but you haven't ever felt parented, or you aren't feeling like there is a parent for you at this time. So I'm getting that you're allowing God to be your parent, you're allowing the universe to be your parent, or whatever you believe in. But there is this energy of like being adopted. God wants to adopt you this month, or something like that. Some of you may have been adopted, or you may be thinking about adoption this month as well. I wrote down Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy from the Muppets. That could be coming up for some of you. I channeled the number 901, 911, and 919. Those could be dates that are significant. Those could be someone's birthday, or just numbers that you're seeing or will see after this reading. Broken candles and broken glass could be signs for you. Flickering lights. And then I channeled two songs for this month. Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield. Specifically the lyrics like, the rest is still unwritten. Like your story is just beginning, the rest is still unwritten. So that was a message that's coming through. There's like a new story, a new timeline that's coming into your life this month. And I'm getting that you get to be the writer, you get to be the author. Something is still unwritten. I'm getting don't lose hope, don't give up faith. The rest is still unwritten. And I'm getting that you get to write the story this month moving forward. And then I channeled the song Let Me Love You by Mario. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Somebody wants to love you this month, or the universe wants to love you, God wants to love you, your friends, your family, coworkers, so on and so forth. I'm hearing let them love you. Virgo, let yourself be loved this month, because I do feel like there's a lot of love coming your way, and it doesn't just have to be romantic. Although for some of you, I am channeling like a Scorpio specifically who really loves you or who really likes you, and it's like turning into love this month. And this person's like, let me love you. Let me take care of you. Let me provide for you. Let me get you things. Let me be there for you. Let me support you. Let me love you. You should let me love you. That's what someone is saying to you. And for some of you, it is romantic, and for some of you, it's not. It's going to resonate differently for all of you, but I am channeling let them love you this month. Let yourself be loved. And then I channeled bananas. So some of you could be eating a lot of bananas or buying bananas, owls, and deer. Those are two spirit animals around you this month: owls, deer, frogs, and pigs. I'm also hearing horses, so any of those animals could be significant for you or will be. And then the last little sign I wrote down is missing someone you've never met. Some of you might be experiencing that right now, or you will experience that in the month of July, missing someone you've never met. This could be somebody that you've communicated with or talked to online, perhaps, but you've never actually met this person. Or this could even be somebody who you've seen in dreams, but you've never met them. Missing someone you've never met is a feeling that's coming up this month, okay? And then I channeled this message, Virgo, your perfection will kill the show. And I've been experiencing this in my own life, where like my desire to be perfect and my desire to like get everything right and have everything go well has been stopping me from starting. And that's what this message meant to me when I transmuted it. Your perfection will kill the show, which means that this need to be perfect will stop the show before it even starts. And for some of you, I channeled that this could be literal, like when it comes to filming and when it comes to like TV shows, movies, things like that. If you are in that field of content creation or filming or acting, this need to be perfect or this desire for perfection is going to kill the show, whether it's already in progress or whether it hasn't even started yet, because that was the main message I was getting, is that this need to be perfect or this perfection will stop the show before it even starts. Like the show doesn't even get a chance to get off the ground running because of Virgo's perfection. So just keep that in mind. Your perfection will kill the show. And for some of you, this isn't about like filming or being an actor or being on TV, a show at all. This is metaphorical, symbolic. And I wrote down, you are good enough. You're already one of the best. Perfection doesn't exist. And I feel that some of you need to hear that. You are good enough. This is a message coming from your spirit guides, which is why they gave me the message of perfection will kill the show, because perfection doesn't exist. And you are good enough. Some of you are just struggling with believing that you're good enough. And I can tell you it until I'm blue in the face, but it's up to you to really integrate and believe this message. You are good enough, Virgo. You're one of the best. And I'm hearing it's clear. Clearly, you are one of the best at whatever it is that you do or whatever it is that you want to do. You're already one of the best. So you don't need to worry about being perfect. You're going to get better as you go. Okay, but I'm hearing just like click record, start the video, start the show, start the thing. Just do it and learn as you go, which leads us to our next message. The how is in the now. I see this a lot with my clients, which, shameless plug, personal readings are available right now. Information's in the description box down below. Head over to my website, check it out, and get yourself a reading if you feel called to it. I would love to connect with you. But the how is in the now. And I keep seeing this with clients and with people in my personal life being like, I know I need to do this, or I would like to do this, but I don't know how. And this not knowing how is stopping people from even getting started because they feel like they need to know how before they can even start. And Spirit said the how is in the now. You're going to figure it out as you go. And that's how life works. And then I also wrote down that what works for you might not work for someone else, and vice versa. What works for someone else might not work for you, which is why the how is in the now, because you have to actually experience things and go through things and put yourself into the situation so that you can learn as you go. Other people can give you advice and recommendations and suggestions, but it's not going to work for you unless you try. Does that make sense? The how is in the now. You'll learn as you go. Don't worry about how, just start, okay? That was the message that was coming through. And then I wrote down, take your own advice, Virgo. It's important that you take your own advice now and this month. I saw this Instagram post the other day that said, what's the matter? You've barely taken any of the advice you give others. And that really hit me because I was like, is this a shot? Is this a personal attack? And it's not, but some of you can probably relate to that too, where you're like, damn, I do need to take my own advice because I give out such good advice. And that's what I wrote down. You give out such good advice. Your advice is life-saving and life-changing, which means that it can do that for you too. You just have to take your own advice. So take your own advice this month. All right, no excuses, Virgo, is what I'm hearing. And then I wrote down new ideas to make money. So some of you are going to have new ideas to make money, or you already are having new ideas to make money this month. And then I wrote down deep, profound messages / downloads from your spirit guides this month. So expect a lot of like deep, profound messaging and downloads to come through for you. I'm getting a lot of like clarity. I just heard the word repetition. So something could be repeating itself. Something has been repeating in your life, and I'm getting that you're getting the deep, profound clarity this month to set you free. The number 1111 could be significant for you too. Okay, let's pull cards and let's see what's coming out for Virgo for July. We do have a new moon on July 5th, I think. Also, tomorrow is the 4th of July. Happy Independence Day for all of you who live in America. Happy belated Canada Day for those of you who live in Canada. I just know that Canada Day was July 1st. And the rest of you, happy Independence Day whenever your Independence Day comes around. I don't know when everybody's Independence Day is, but I do know Canada's and America's just because those are so close to me. But this new moon is happening in Cancer, and I'm channeling something about the emotional spectrum, or spectrums in general. Some of you could be autistic or have ADHD. I don't know why that's coming through right now, but it is, so that could help you to further connect to this reading. I'm getting everything is a spectrum. Everything is on a spectrum, which is why perfection doesn't exist. But that's not where I was going with this message. I was talking about the emotional spectrum, and Cancer rules emotions and the entire emotional spectrum. So some of you might be feeling more emotional than usual this month, especially if you have Cancer placements like myself. Some of you might have Cancer moon, Cancer rising, Cancer sun, Cancer Venus, Cancer Mars, or more than one Cancer placement. And so you might be feeling this Cancer emotional energy a little bit stronger than others, but this is okay because you are consciously aware of it. Some people are not even aware of the feelings that they're feeling because they suppress them, and so they can never heal from them, which means that they'll just keep coming up and resurfacing stronger and stronger until they do heal through them and feel through them. But this emotional spectrum that some of you are feeling, I just want you to know that it's normal. So some of you might be having really good days, and then all of a sudden it's a really bad day, and you might be experiencing all of these emotions within a 24-hour time period. I just want to let you know that it's because it's Cancer season, and Cancer season rules the emotional spectrum. So there might be some highs and lows and roller coaster energy. Excuse me, that feels like confirmation. Some roller coaster energy, especially when it comes to your emotions, but please know that that is normal and that it will subside. It's only a temporary energy. Feeling is healing, and healing is feeling. So feel those feelings, let the tears come out if that resonates, let yourself have fun, go dancing, work out, move your body, shift the energy as much as possible, sleep if you need to, read a book, listen to music, take baths, whatever you need to help you with these emotions. But try not to suppress your emotions this month. They're coming out for a reason, so that you can release them and so that you can receive data and information about yourself and about your path. Okay, I'm also getting something about water is portals. Some of you might be feeling really called to water this month, like you want to be in the water, or you're taking more baths or showers than usual. By all means, do it, get in the water, because the water is a portal is what I'm getting, and some of you are going to leap, shift timelines, quantum leap through the water. So use the water as a portal for some of you. Every time that you take a shower or you take a bath, set the intention that you are going to be shifting into your desired reality, and watch the moves that you make this month. Watch how things shift for you this month. But some of you could be going to the beach, going to the ocean, to lakes, rivers, ponds, pools, just getting in the water. I feel like some of you, this is really good for you because Cancer is a water element, so you might as well use the water to your advantage as much as possible. Water is a portal. I just keep getting that. Water is a portal. Okay. And then some of you this month, I'm getting that you're going to feel really connected to nature. I see you getting out for walks or just spending time in nature or gardening a lot this month. That feels like it's really good for you. You might be doing this alone, and that's okay. Spirit is saying it's okay. Do it alone. Do it scared. Get into nature though. For some of you, this really feels like a big message, like getting into nature and gardening and just being connected to the trees and the grass and the dirt and nature and water is going to help you to get these deep, profound messages that are going to help you with clarity and help you with your path. Okay. Some of you might be dyeing your hair blonde. This could be like highlights, streaks, or dyeing your entire hair blonde. I'm seeing some of you adding blonde to your hair. Okay, I'm also seeing something about like a snow globe or like a crystal ball. Some of you might be getting a snow globe or a crystal ball this month, or there's something significant about that. Sorry for all of the loud noises going on around us. That's also partially why I haven't been filming for you, because there's always so much noise going on around me. I can't help it. I just can't. I've got to work through it and I've got to push through it. So there we go. Just letting you know I'm sorry about it, but I can't control it. Perfect. Here is your first card for July. A win-win outcome is forecast. Let me say that for the people in the back. A win-win outcome is forecast. This is so exciting. You can't lose. You can't lose. You might make mistakes along the way, but we all do. You can't lose. The only way to fail is to give up. Wow, thank you, Spirit, for the messaging. A full 180 is happening in your life this month, Virgo. A win-win outcome is forecast, okay? We do have a full moon coming up towards the end of the month. Obviously, we have new moons and full moons every single month. The new moon is in Cancer on July 5th. The full moon is going to be in Aquarius towards the end of the month. I don't know what date. If any of you know what date the full moon is on, please let us know in the comments down below. But there's something about this full moon in Aquarius that's going to be significant for you. So maybe you do want to look up the date of the full moon in Aquarius, because there's some sort of win-win outcome. And I'm also hearing you're going to get to travel, or you're going to get to go on vacation. Some of you might be stressed about like money or like going on a vacation. Maybe the timing isn't going to work out. Maybe things are more expensive right now or something like that. Spirit is saying you're going to get to go on that trip. Some of you might be trying to plan a birthday trip as well. You're like trying to plan it this month for next month or September, and you might be stressed about it right now because of whatever reason, but Spirit is saying that you're going to get to go on that trip, okay? There's a win-win outcome forecast in your life, okay? Period. Some of you might be feeling like you messed something up or like you made a mistake, and Spirit was saying, no, it happened that way because it was supposed to happen that way. You didn't mess up, you didn't fail. There's still going to be a win-win outcome. So that's your overall energy for July. Pursuing your happiness and getting a win-win outcome and avoiding some sort of tower or crisis, okay? Let's pull some more cards. Tell me more about Virgo's July energy for Virgo. I do feel like it might be a quick month for you. July might go by very quickly. I keep channeling time flies when you're having fun, so there could be some really fun, exciting adventures and things happening for you this month, Virgo, that could make the month fly by. So if July flies by, this was your first indication or your first confirmation that July was going to be quick. Time flies when you're having fun. And I do feel like some of you are cutting off anybody and anything that doesn't allow for you to be happy. If it doesn't add to your happiness and it doesn't add to you fulfilling your purpose and feeling good, then you're cutting it out. And I love that. Saturn retrograde also just started, and I'm getting something about like healing through addiction. And so some of you might have been like addicted to something or to someone, and you're cutting that out this month, or you're being really guided to cut that out this month. But I just keep feeling like if it doesn't make you happy and it doesn't align to your happiness, it's getting cut out this month, whether you do it or whether the universe does it. What makes Virgo happy? Yeah, the Ace of Cups. This is all about internal happiness, self-love, self-care. And I keep getting this message about like, there's been a lot of messaging on social media and in society lately about self-love and self-care. And those are great things. But I feel like some of you have reached a point of like loving yourself and caring for yourself so much and parenting yourself so much that you do need human interaction. You do need friends. You do need emotional connections with other people. You do need community. That's also a part of the human experience. Some of you have just been alone for so long, or some of you have been like fearing being alone. Something about that is changing this month. And I see you still being able to like pursue happiness from within and give yourself self-love and self-care and really pamper yourself and spoil yourself and treat yourself. But I'm also getting that that's going to come from other people too. This Ace of Cups is coming externally as well as internally, okay? Because there is like some need here for compassion, for care from others, for family, friends, love, community from outside of you. Okay, and I see that that's coming in. It's giving me that let me love you message again. You should let me love you. The universe is saying that. You should let me love you. God is saying, let me love you, Virgo. Let these people who are coming your way love you. Let this love in, definitely. I'm getting that you have been working so hard on like creating love and happiness within yourself that maybe you've gotten a little bit lost. And so now you're going to be sent people, things that are going to make you feel loved again. Okay. And then even more water energy. The Ace of Cups is water. There's a lot of water here on this card. So I just feel like water is very significant. Being around the water, being in the water is going to be really therapeutic and helpful for you this month too. And also the Ace of Cups makes me feel like you are feeling your feelings. So definitely feel those feelings, let it out. Feeling is healing, healing is feeling, all of that. And we're seeing the Emperor. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to. This person, it could be an Aries or a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra. There's somebody here who wants to love you. It could be a boss, family member, friend, or it could be something romantic. You'll know better than me. But it does feel like somebody here wants to spoil you, wants to love you, wants to give you love and take care of you and spoil you. I just keep getting that, like somebody wants to spoil you. Have you been doing some sort of like spoil me affirmations or like royalty treatment affirmations? If you have been, it's working for sure. I'm getting something about the magic is working. Your magic is working. There's a win-win outcome forecast for whatever magic you've been doing internally, externally, I don't know, but yeah. I'm also getting something about somebody wanting to work with you with this Emperor card. I've been channeling this for months now, that there is some like boss, CEO, Emperor energy who's been like watching you, Virgo, and they really like you. They really like what you do. They really like who you are. They want to offer you something. Tell me about this a little bit more. I feel like somebody might have a job opportunity for you coming up this month. Somebody's like, hey, Virgo, will you come work with me? Can we collaborate? I really like your work. Can we do some sort of partnership here? I want to work with you. I just keep getting that. People are wanting to work with you. People are opening up doors for you. Finally, definitely. And then we're seeing the Knight of Cups and the Five of Swords. Okay. I want more clarity on the work situation. This is about love, romance, and dating, which we'll talk about in a second. Spirit is saying don't give up on love if you are single. If you aren't single, it looks like this month there's going to be like the deepening of a connection with somebody. It looks like you guys might be taking things to the next level. There has been some sort of like stress or anxiety about where is this connection going to go. And I feel like there's going to be some clarity on that this month. And the two of you are going to be like leveling up in your connection. There's like more to come in this relationship. We'll talk about that in a second. But I want to know about this Emperor. Who is this that's wanting to work with Virgo? I suppose there could be like a romantic situation going on here with somebody that you work with, or somebody wants to work with you, and that's like their way of getting in the door to present something romantic to you too, because this person might like you a little bit more than just your work ethic and what you do for work. They might like you in a like romantic sense too. And we're seeing the Star. Somebody sees this star quality in you, or somebody sees this like healer in you, and they want to protect you. They want to provide for you. They want to take care of you. They want to work with you because of this quality that you possess. Okay. Wow. For some of you, this could be a celebrity or like a well-known name, somebody who's popular, well-known, famous. But it doesn't have to be that. I'm just seeing that with the star card here. You yourself could be in the public eye and be popular, well-known, famous, and it looks like there's other people who are just like you who want to collaborate and work with you and connect with you this month. I know that's not going to be for everybody, but that is specific for some of you. I feel like some of you you've had a hard time connecting to your people with the Nine of Pentacles. You've had a hard time connecting to your people. You've been doing it all on your own, which is very Virgo energy, and I relate to this too. It's like, if you want it done right, do it yourself. If you want it done right, ask Virgo. If you want good advice, ask Virgo. If you want the truth, come to Virgo. But there is something about someone specific or more people coming your way this month, so you don't have to do it on your own, and you're finally finding your people this month, and people who can help you financially, people who can help you emotionally, so on and so forth. Okay, now let's talk about the love situation, because I did bring up that there's somebody who wants to work with you, but they are a little bit nervous because part of the reason they want to work with you is because they like you romantically, or they have some sort of like crush energy on you here too, and they're like, this is my way of getting in the door. But the Five of Swords showing up makes me feel like this person could be anxious about this, because they're like, is this a good move? Is it a good move to try to work with Virgo to get them interested in me romantically? Or like, is that a bad move? So this person's kind of like thinking about it, but I do feel like this person's going to come forward this month to express to you that they want to work with you, that they want to collaborate with you at least. And then in the future, they might express that they have more of like a romantic interest in you. Okay, that's not for everybody, but let's go back to what I was talking about before. Some of you who are in a relationship, you've been worried, stressed about like where this relationship is going. I see this month being more romantic. I see this month being more of a developing of the connection, because I do feel like some of you have been thinking about like, if this isn't going to go anywhere, then I need to get out of it. And Spirit's saying it is going to go somewhere. Okay, keep the faith, don't lose hope. It is going to go somewhere. I just feel like there's something about timing. And some of you maybe aren't discussing that you want more from this connection. So maybe it's time this month that you discuss, like, I appreciate you, I love you, I respect you, but I want something more. And if that isn't something that you can give to me, then I'm going to do this for as long as I can, and then I'm going to leave to get what I want. And I feel like some of you need to have that kind of honest discussion this month. Some of you, it does kind of feel like an ultimatum, but I don't love that word, and I don't really love that energy. But if that's what's going on, then that's what's going on. Some of you might be like, I want to get married, I want to have kids. These are non-negotiables for me, and I don't see any progress happening in this connection. And for some of you, that might wake this person up and be like, oh my God, I'm gonna lose Virgo. And I really want these things with Virgo too, but I was just waiting, or I was just scared, or whatever. And you having this conversation, or like giving this person the ultimatum, might actually wake them up to be like, okay, it's me and Virgo for good. Like, let me love Virgo. All right. Some of you, there is that kind of energy happening where you're having like an honest discussion with your person about how you want a future and how you want kids and you want to move in together, you want marriage. And if they can't give it to you, you're going to do this as long as you can until you decide it's time for you to get out. Okay. For others of you who are single, I do see some sort of love coming your way this month. Somebody has had a crush on you, or there's some sort of like secret admirer here, and they're really anxious about coming towards you, but they are going to be coming towards you this month. Tell me a little bit more about this. I see some of you buying yourself flowers, and then we're seeing the Temperance card. Yeah, I'm getting... Sorry, there's a lot of messages coming through today, Virgo. I'm getting be who you want to attract, or be what you want to attract. So if you are single and you are wanting love, date yourself. Take yourself out on a date. Buy yourself flowers. Treat yourself the way you would want your partner to treat you, and that's going to tell the universe to bring this type of person in so that you can meet them. Okay, but I do see a soulmate is coming your way with the Temperance card here for my singles. I feel like you've been waiting for somebody who you have a soul connection with, and that's coming in. And I'm getting that this person's going to prove to you why you've been picky, why you've been selective. It's not bad to be picky or selective, okay? But I do feel like for my singles, there is somebody who you share a soul tie with, or some sort of like soul connection here coming in for you this month, okay? And your guidance is to be patient. to take your time, to allow things to unfold naturally. That's the overall message I'm getting for love for Virgo for the month of July, is allow things to unfold naturally and honestly communicate your emotions and feelings, because the right person's never going to run away from you, right? The right person's never going to be afraid of your feelings and afraid of your wants and desires. The right person's going to hear you and compromise with you. Okay, definitely. Okay, let's get a last card. I feel good about that for the month of July. Let's just get a last card here. How would you like to end this reading for Virgo? How would you like to end this reading for Virgo? I really hope that I got everything out in terms of love, because it does feel like there is some like big love energy happening this month, and maybe some big changes when it comes to love happening this month. I feel like some of you are seeing more love readings, you're hearing more about love, you're thinking more about love, and it's because it's getting really close to you. Okay, and I was also getting something about love is our natural state, and it feels like this month there's something about resetting to factory settings. Is that right? Resetting to factory settings. So some of you, there's like this reset button being placed on your heart or on your love life this month, and you're being reset to love, because love is our natural state. That's what I'm getting. We're born with love and we're born loving. It's society and things that happen to us and experiences throughout life that make us push love away. And so I'm getting this month, you're being reset to factory settings. You're being reset to the natural state of love. Let love in this month, Virgo. A win-win outcome is forecast if you let love in. All right, last card, please, for Virgos. This one. Thank you. The number 22 or 222 is going to be significant for you. This card says this is not your practice life. Decide. What is your inner voice telling you about the dream in your heart? Pursue your happiness. This is about you pursuing your happiness. This isn't your practice life. Decide. Decide what you want and go after it. Decide what makes you happy and pursue it. This month is all about Virgo pursuing happiness, letting love in, and knowing that you avoided some sort of crisis and avoided some sort of tower. You're going to get clarity on that moving forward, either after this reading or throughout the month of July. And then my last question for you that I would love for you to put in the comments if you made it this far: what are your goals for the rest of this month? I want to hear them, I want to see them, I want to interact with them, I want to feel them. What goals, or goal, it could just be one. I don't want you to overwhelm yourself, so maybe just one, unless you're an overachiever and you want to put more than one goal down there, feel free. But what is your goal for the month of July? What do you want to achieve? Put it in the comments down below. I will be reading it, okay? Sending you love always, Virgo. Take care of yourself. Enjoy your July, and I will see you next time. Peace.